Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I have a battle here against Octoroked, hope I said that right, a new challenger from my Twitch live stream just a few days ago, aka Ellie, and yeah, there you can see our teams. We are just playing OU here, and Pheremosa is actually being suspected by Smogan at the moment, so, like, well, let's go ahead and use it. Might be the last chance I can, although I don't really think Pheremosa should be Uber, but yeah, we'll see how it goes. Anyway, so I'm going to leave with Clefable, this smug thing, as he's going to go ahead and, I really should have predicted the lead and I hell ago, but, I did not, and, now I'm like, oh, I'm stupid. I should have just left Dugtrio off the bat, so that, now I'm going to go into it, you know, get this thing arena trapped, and hopefully I can kill it with Earthquake. This thing is probably Focus Sash, like all these other, lead jellyfish things, and, yeah, it is, so he's able to get, because I don't leave the Dugtrio, I mean, she would have been able to get the Stealth Rocks anyway, but because I did not lead with Dugtrio, she's able to actually get the Toxic Spikes on top of it, which is actually really bad for me, because all of my team gets affected by that, and I don't really have a way to get rid of it, so, yeah, that really does suck, getting the Stealth Rock and the Toxic Spikes off this early. Now, obviously I do get the KO, but, probably was worth it for her just to, suicide that thing, in order to get that off, because it's really going to be a problem for me. So she's going to go into Delmise now. I'm just going to go into my Houndoom, which is just going to take, you know, 25% from that Stealth Rocks, and then get poisoned on top of it. Not that it really matters, because this Delmise surprises me hugely with the power of this Power Whip, and just one-hit KOs my Houndoom. Well, not really, I mean, I guess Stealth Rocks help, but that pretty much hits me off as this thing is Choice Banded, but I was still shocked at that damage. So I'm just going to go to Pheremosa, who is a pretty damn good revenge killer. And, yeah, she is going to go ahead and switch out. She goes out into Mine Turtle, her Turtonator, as I just go for an Ice Beam, which will be neutral against this thing since it is a Fire Dragon, but still not going to be a 2-hit KO, sadly. She clearly has this thing EV'd a little bit in special defense, so I'm just going to go ahead and U-turn. And because U-turn's a contact move, her little Fire Trap thing is going to work, and that's not really good. And I don't really have Houndoom to go into anymore, so I decided just to sack Luxray. And I'm pretty certain I'm going to die to this. But there's not really a whole lot I can do, and Luxray, sorry, you are the weakest link. As much as I was kind of looking forward to using you, yeah, you're dead, so that's things that are true. Alright, so I'm going to go to Dugtrio now to trap this thing and kill it. Because that's what Dugtrio does. It just comes in and, you know, traps things. And unfortunately, it's going to break my Sash. I was giving Sash Dugtrio a try instead of my Choice Banded one I was using earlier. But either way, it's going to be able to kill it with Earthquake. And, yeah, Turtonator goes down. So, I'm still poisoned. And, yeah, he's going to go out into, I believe, yes, this Delmise again. Because I really can't hurt it much with Dugtrio. And, you know, I'm going to try for a Sucker Punch. I figured, let's get some damage on this thing so I might be able to kill it later. But yeah, he's just going to go ahead and go for the Power Whip, and that's going to kill Dugtrio, obviously. But now this thing's a little weakened. I'm hoping that Pinsir can come in, and this is Mega Pinsir, obviously, and hopefully kill this thing with a flying move. Now, I do predict a switch, because I'm going to X4 resist this power that he's locked into. So I'm going to actually go for a Swords Dance this turn. He ends up going into Snorlax, which is pretty nice for me. I do carry the close combat, and after a Sword Dance, there's really no doubt in my mind I should be able to KO this thing with a close combat. I'm hoping to get a sweep off, or at least a minor sweep off here with Pinsir. But unfortunately, I might be getting a little ahead of myself. He does have the Pu Kamuku, or whatever it's pronounced, the little thing with innards out. So that's what he's going to go into after I KO Snorlax. And, yeah, Innards Out is an ability that if it dies, any damage that it took this turn gets dealt to the Pokemon that, you know, did the damage. So I'm really in the back of my mind. I really should have went Quick Attack here, which is my weakest move. I decided to go for a turn, hopefully leaving him at 1 HP or something, but it doesn't really happen. I really, like I said, I really should have just went for a Quick Attack, which it would be a little bit weaker, and maybe I'll be able to keep Pinsir, but at the same time, I have a time limit because of the poison, and that's just really annoying, but, oh well, I go to Pheremosa, he goes out into Delmise. This was the double switch I wanted, to be honest. So, yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and Ice Beam this thing. And now he's going to go out into his last Mon, which is his Celesteela. And I really should have known that this thing carries, because these things usually do carry Protect. I try to go for a high jump kick so I can damage the thing enough to finish it off with my Clefable, which does have a, flamethrower. Actually, it has Fire Blast. But he makes a fantastic play and just protects. And I really should have seen that coming. I should have went for another move. Even like an Ice Beam would probably have damaged this thing enough that I can, reliably maybe kill it with a Fire Blast. So, now, yeah, I just have to hope that Clefable can kill a full health Celesteela. This thing has, Heavy Slam. I am screwed. I just go for a Fire Blast, and here he makes she makes the first big mistake. In fact, it's really going to cost her the match here. She goes for a Leech Seed, and that is not a thing you want to do to Clefable, who almost always carries Magic Guard. And as you can see, I'm not taking any end-of-turn damage due to Magic Guard. And Fire Blast is going to be a 3 KO at this point. And she does not carry the Heavy Slam. She is a special set that carries Flash Cannon. But as you can see, she could have gotten the 2-hit KO off on that. But now all I need to do is hit the third time here with Fire Blast and win. Can I hit and take the win? I do hit. So, yeah, that was a great game. Definitely misplayed there at the end. She should have had it. Decided to go for the Leech Seed instead of just going for the Flash Cannon outright. But, not everyone, calcs. I don't calc, usually, and it sometimes bites me in the butt. But either way, it's a great game. She's a great battler, and I hope to see her again soon. Today's question of the day is, what is your favorite Pokemon to use as a lead? Now, dedicated leads are kind of rare-ish things these days. I mean, they still exist. Obviously, her Nihilego is a big one. However, they've come a little bit out of favor due to the fact that a lot of people, due to the team preview, actually. In Gen 4, it was hugely common to have, designated leads. But since team preview, it became a little bit harder to catch people off guard. But leave a comment. They still exist, and Nihilego is a very good one. I always liked lead Aerodactyl back in the day and lead Azelf, but now I've stopped using really dedicated leads. I tend to pick my first Pokemon based on what I think my opponent will do. So yeah, leave a comment about that, and see you guys next time. Later.